Welcome back to Davis and Chace. It's the week of December 19th. First thing on the docket. Now, first of all, I thought this was pretty genius. I got no love. On the Instagram, I put steady on, steady off, and I spelled O-U-G-H. No love for that at all?
That's a higher level of intelligence than I think we're expecting from our community.
Are you being serious?
That's a subtle joke that I don't think many people will get.
I really thought more people would appreciate it. Let's talk about Tough Mudder's new stadium race that they did not, in fact, copy from Spartan race. But
wait, so you mean Spartan race is the only race that can happen in a stadium and everybody else is a copycat?
Apparently so.
Baloney. Tough Mudder's cousin in a stadium.
Right. Bit of a stretch. Cousin in the city sounds nice. That's what they called the Urban Mudder, right?
Right.
Cousin in the stadium sounds a little forced.
Yeah, and they have both up there right now. So they have a cousin in the city event early and these are only in the UK right now. And then they also have a cousin in the stadium. So they're doing a stadium event at a soccer. Do you call soccer stadiums? Soccer arena? I don't know.
I think they call it football.
I mean, hell, it's wildly popular for Spartan race, right? So I think it makes a ton of sense for a company to look at expanding their audience and expanding their reach and finding new venues and new ways to run their events without having to destroy, common land throughout the countryside. So I'd be all for it. And it's in London, so you can't beat that. They got to have great stadiums and great experiences there.
I'm also curious to see how the Friday evening waves go. It seems like kind of a cool move because it kind of leaves your weekend free and kind of makes it more of like a party.
Yeah, and actually that's one of the things I like to do at Fenway every year is run the last wave of the day so you get to run under the stadium lights.
Moving on. Joe Desena's lame advertising, marketing, what do you want to call it?
Joe Desena puts up a video and says, we got a deal for you. It's $100. It's everything you need in a bucket. He doesn't show the bucket. He's standing next to a Christmas tree and he says, we got workout bands, we got heavy balls, we got this. It's $100. And if you don't like that or you can't afford the $100, we'll give you half the tree. I don't know where the tree came in. So he tears half of his tree down.
Because that's hilarious.
Right. Yeah. $50. We'll give you just as much. And then it's not available for sale anywhere. And then in the comments, he goes off and says, well, if you want it, you got to email me directly. So what am I about to PayPal Joe $50 for some this mystery bucket of heavy crap? It's typical Joe. Love him to death, but it's just go ahead.
Well, it's typical Joe, but what really depresses me as a human being is when 75 comments in a row say, how do I do this? And the person at Spartan behind the marketing, whatever, copy and paste, email Joe at Spartan.com. And like, I think 100 comments, like none of you could scroll like a little bit before you see, I wonder if this question's been asked.
I like the guy today who posted in, and I don't mean to pick on individual people, but there's just more the mindset.
Why not?
The guy who posted a screenshot from Spartan.com's FAQ with the new age groups and then asked the question, can anybody confirm if these are the age groups? I'm like, you're posting it right from the source. What else do you need?
All right, moving on. The Rock's new television show called
The Titan Games.
Welcome to the Titan Games.
This is the most insane athletic competition ever devised. We're going to be pushing everyday men and women, both physically and mentally. Every challenge these competitors will face is inspired by the workouts that have fueled me.
The Titan Games premieres January 3rd on NBC.
Remember when The Rock went out and was begging for people to apply for this show? He's like, I got some applications, but where's my everyday Joes and where's my weekend warriors? We want athletes of all shapes and sizes, as long as that shape is muscle bound, no neck, ripped to shreds.
And nice boobs.
And good-looking abs, because all you're going to wear is a sports bra and tights. And, they released the list of athletes, and there's like 50 of them. And one or two of them are obstacle course athletes that are familiar names. So I'll be excited to watch them because, hey, I see that person on Facebook and Instagram. I now see that person on TV. But everybody else is just a muscle-bound, everybody's a weightlifter. Everybody's a competitive CrossFitter. Everybody's a bodybuilder. That doesn't relate well to me. So, I'm going to watch at least the first episode. But, at least with Broken Skull Ranch, I knew they were hamming it up for the camera. With this, it's like, okay, you want all these athletes, but you only took the ones that look like The Rock. So.